Hello, this is the Timeless Tarot, and today's reading is a love reading and it will cover the next 4 to 6 weeks. Let's go straight to the bottom of the deck, and we have got, the Chariot. Lovely, getting ready for movement. The Chariot is guided, you can see that by the moon above the canopy there. Guided movement forward, but the movement is not actually moving yet. So this is getting ready to move, making plans perhaps to make a change, or feeling like you need to make a change possibly. And there's another card wants to come too. Right, so the Hierophant. Maybe you're feeling like you need to make a change away from something traditional. Hierophant is traditional values and marriages and the establishment, and possibly feeling like you want to leave a marriage or leave some sort of traditional setup that you might be in, perhaps. At the centre of the reading we have the Fool. Now, interestingly, Fool is here upside down, so this is not taking a leap of faith, which goes in hand with the being ready to do something but not actually doing it yet. You're not actually making a change yet. Maybe, possibly because you don't feel able, possibly because it feels difficult, possibly because you're not sure how. Could be any of those. What's crossing the Fool is the Queen of Swords. So it's possibly you're not making the change yet, even though you feel guided to do it. Possibly you're not making the change yet because you don't have enough clarity on the situation. Maybe you're waiting for some more information to come in. That's what it sort of feels like. Let's have a clarifier for the Hierophant, because I'm not quite sure what that's referring to, whether it's a marriage. There's something about partnership here. Big wake-up call. I was just looking at the Chariot here. It's got a pair of Sphinxes. In the Hierophant we have a pair of, are they monks perhaps? And to clarify, so this is something to do with partnership, I believe, and to clarify those two cards we now have Judgment. So you are being guided to make a change, and it feels quite major. Judgment, it's like a news flash really. You've discovered something recently that you feel like you need to act on, but you're not quite ready, you don't have all the information currently, and yet it feels like you do. So I think you do know everything you need to know to move the situation forward, but you're not doing it. Maybe you feel like you need something else to happen. Some further clarity, what is it? It sort of feels to me like, well, the only thing that came to me from looking at those two cards together was lies and made up. Lie and made up. Maybe you found out something and you're not sure whether it's a lie. Maybe other people, this could be a thing, are telling you to be more decisive, and you're not feeling able because you're not sure that what the news is, if it's correct or not. Yeah, that feels like a thing because I'm getting a shiver all over. Oh dear. You've maybe found out something you weren't supposed to know, or found out something that is not good for you. That has made you change your view on your current relationship, I think. Oh dear, I'm really shivery now. I think some of you might be really trying to work out whether you're in the right relationship. It's to do with something you found out. Okay, so on the face of things, it could be that you've been in a 2-year cycle, a 2-year relationship perhaps. Or it could be that you are just weighing up the pros and cons. That feels like a thing. I don't think you know what to do. Both these cards feel like you don't know what to do. You're weighing up the pros and cons. You feel like you're being guided to move, but you're not moving. And in the Two of Pentacles, this is sort of an infinity sign. And this feeling of not knowing what to do could go on for a while, sadly, I think. You will be decisive, because the Queen of Swords is a decisive energy. Yeah, oh dear. Do I want to take a clarifier for the Two of Pentacles? Yes. One stayed behind, so let's have that one. Wow, it's another angel. We got Temperance now, and this is, in fact, both these cards are of balance and weighing up the options. Okay, 2 cups, 2 pentacles, 2 sphinxes, 2 monks. This reading is about a partnership that you are not sure about anymore. You know, there are 3 angels in the deck, and it's unusual to get 1 in a reading. To get 2 right at the start of a reading, this is big. And we've got the Chariot, which is guided energy as well. You're being strongly guided to assess your situation. I've got, my hair is standing on end. I've got chills running up and down my spine. Oh, it's still going. Now that normally means one of 2 things. It normally means that I'm right, but it also sometimes means that you're getting guidance from beyond the grave. So potentially if somebody you know that you're particularly close to, maybe you're thinking about them a lot and you know what they would say you should do in this situation. Or maybe somebody you're very close to has just passed on and you're thinking of them a lot in the same sort of way and you're feeling their guidance. It's something like that. You're really weighing up the options. What's hidden is the 8 of Pentacles. So this is what you either don't know or can't see, and other people definitely can't see. 2 of Swords, Page of Wands. Okay, so if I read these 3 together, the 8 of Pentacles is working on your health and your wealth. The 2 of Swords is a choice, and the Page of Wands is normally good news, or it's news from a child, or it could be a fire sign. So if we read these 3 together, you've been working hard on yourself, and I think this is something that you've chosen to do, but also it's something you've been guided to do. This feels like more guidance. You've been guided to work on yourself. You've chosen to work on yourself. Maybe this is saying that the relationship you're in is not good enough for you anymore, that you have worked beyond the I think so. I'm getting a chill again. Beyond the relationship. Yeah. In the past, you have been resistant. Now, what have you been resistant to in the past? Let's have a look. Well, 2 cards came. We have the High Priestess and the 9 of Cups. Resisting. Oh, it's really interesting because, of course, the High Priestess is the card of intuition, innate knowing, the sense of just knowing things. That's what the High Priestess is. It's also a card of being quiet, and we have with it the 9 of Cups, which is having your wishes come true. I wonder if in the past you've resisted your own personal intuition, your own powers, I want to say. You've resisted your own powers because of something else that you wanted instead. Oh, you know what this feels like. It feels like in the past you knew that the relationship you're in was not good for you, but you stayed because you wanted it. You resisted the knowledge of the feeling like it wasn't right, and you stayed in it because you liked what it provided. Sadly, I think that is really a thing for some of you. In the future, we have the World, which is great. It's the ending of one cycle very neatly and the starting of a new. So if you've known for a while that you're in a relationship that's not good for you and you are suddenly feeling more and more and more guided to get out of it, then this is great news because you are, and as if ever I needed clarifying, you are definitely leaving a situation or a relationship or some sort of pairing. Anyway, let's call it that. You're leaving a pairing in an easy way for something better. You've been guided. So the Chariot has guided you. Your own self has guided you. Your own inner knowing. You've had wake-up calls from 2 angels. And you're going to leave a situation you're in for something much better. In the personal position, we have the 6 of Wands. This is the card of victory. This is going to be very, very good for you. And it's because you've chosen it. I don't know that you're aware that you're choosing it. I think you're just thinking maybe you should consider it. But I think you're actually choosing it. This person is actually leaving a situation that they're currently in for something a lot better. And you've got victory here. So at the start, do you remember I was saying that you weren't taking a leap of faith and that you weren't being decisive? That is changing. You definitely are going to be decisive, make the changes, and it's going to be a whole lot better for you. In the home position, we have messages. These could be Cupid's arrows, but it's free-flowing communication in any case. in the home position. What does that relate to, please? Why do we have free-flowing communication in the home position? 2, oh no, 3. Look, I'm just going to take the top one, which is the Sun. Well, it's good news coming in to do with a home. Very, very good news. The Sun is the best card in the deck. You've got a lot of very positive cards in your outcome here. We've got the World, the 6 of Wands, the Sun, and the Magician here. But before we get to the end point, we have the 9 of Wands in the hopes and fears position. I think you're feeling like you're never going to get yourself out of the situation you're in, or that you're ever going to work out what to do about the situation you're in, but you are going to. You definitely are. The 9 of Wands is right, and so now we have the card of planning. You've got to make a plan to relieve yourself, I wanted to say, but that doesn't seem right. To relive, perhaps, is maybe more the phrase. Planning to relive or revisit, maybe. Something like that. The 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior. It's the card of feeling like you can't take anymore. And actually, if you are at that point and you're fearing you're going to be stuck at that point, then it is a good idea to start making a plan to escape or to relive. What are you going to be reliving? Relief, maybe. Relieve. It'll be a relief when this phase is over, I think, because you actually want to plan something better, and you have got better. What the outcome is new love, brand new love, big love. And it's so interesting after heartbreak. So I think if you're in the midst of a relationship that feels like it's going very wrong, or even that you're just getting a feeling like it's not quite right for you, and you're worrying about heartbreak, you've got new love coming after it. And the reason I know that for sure is because you have the Magician, which is the card of manifesting. You're manifesting the end of one relationship, and you're manifesting something so much better, a brand new love, which is fabulous. Now, shall we see if we can find out a little bit about the person coming in for you? Who is this new person? Right, so the Magician could be a Gemini. It's something you've waited for. Can we have some? The Moon is something you've waited for. I think, you know what it is? I think that you have been waiting for things to feel good in the relationship you're currently in. And they're just not. And the longer you're in it, the more you're thinking, no, this isn't right. And the Moon here is a card of, it's things that are veiled or hidden. You can't necessarily see things clearly or feel things clearly. But here, for me, and I've got the chills going again. For me, the High Priestess and the Moon here are working together. So you really need to trust your intuition, is what these two cards are saying. Trust your intuition and trust the guidance, because there is something a whole lot better. But I want to know who it is. Oh, okay, interesting. Could be a Leo. Maybe you're not supposed to know, because Strength is a card of struggle. So maybe grappling with the idea of who it is not that important. Maybe it's more important to work out that you do need to get yourself out of the situation you're in order to bring in a brand new love that's going to be so much better for you. I think so. Do we need to know anything else? Because this is exciting stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's like you've been having breadcrumbs, is what it feels like. And instead of breadcrumbs, you can have this wonderful big gilded cup of love. Yeah. We've got two masculines here. Knight of Pentacles, King of Cups, and we also have Ace of Wands. So aces are always divinely presented. So did we need to know anything else? Well, yes, you're being offered a cup of love. You're also being offered the dynamic energy to get what you want. Now, what do you want? Is it a younger masculine energy of an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or is it an older masculine energy of a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio? Well, if I read these two cards together, it could be saying that it's a younger masculine earth sign who isn't really sure of himself yet, perhaps. But I don't think so. This, to me, it feels like you have options here. So somebody is going to be offering their cup of love. to you. Just thinking, if you're a masculine watching this, because this really is coming from the feminine perspective, I would say, because we've got two masculines here at the outcome. So if you're a masculine watching this, I think the whole thing is absolutely the same as it would be if you were a feminine, apart from when we get to the end here. Because at the end, what it is actually saying is, you are going to receive a cup of love, but it is sort of dependent on you knowing how you feel and being able to, I suppose, be real is the thing I want to say. And the cups is emotions and the pentacles is finances. So really, if you're a masculine watching this, I think you can get yourself out of the situation you're in and you can find something so much better. But you have got to really assess your feelings properly in order then to be able to make a real offer to somebody. That's what that feels like if you're a masculine watching. If you're a feminine watching, you've got offers. Somebody is going to come in and offer you their cup of love. Wow, what an exciting reading. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe so that I can read your energy more easily, which will help me to do more accurate readings for you and your situation in the future. If you would like a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. But until the next time, this has been the Timeless Tarot. Goodbye.